revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Buffalo Bills. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Blue 30?
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Cut.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a run. That's caught inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 16 yards, a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Silver. Quick dance. Come.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. They'll run with Samuels. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. Big third down stop. I can almost hear that defense saying, go ahead, go for it. Try it.
You see that swagger out there, don't you? You see him saying, yeah, go ahead and give it one more shot. But I think if you're the head coach in this situation with you having the ball, just tip your cap to the guy on the other side and say, okay, you got me this time. Kick the field goal. We'll see you the rest of the game.
Well, if they would go for it and not get it, though, the other offense would have a long way to go in the other direction. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
26. Focus, defense, focus.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Mark Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Corey Grant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right? Although
I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, but now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play, and who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. He finds his man Johnson. And down to the 7-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. They'll run here with Connor. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
To throw, it's Allen. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Grant. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And the grab by Croft. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
24-yard gain on the
Bills are certainly happy to have a healthy Tyler Croft. Remember, he had a season-ending foot injury last year with the Bengals in Week 5. So the Bills get him, and he re-injures that same foot in May in OTAs, but out there now and says he's feeling pretty good. On first down, Grant about 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Grant. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Roethlisberger will hand to counter. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here it comes.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike, 149.
Come on. You better bring it.
Snickers, 66. Alert.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Roethlisberger now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Samuels. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try to run forward with Connor. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go.
Like 5.
58, come on. Too little, Captain.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Boswell's kick is good. And that gets them back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
That's fielded in the end zone. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First down, and they're going to throw without it. Being chased out left. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They go back to Grant. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd and goal, Allen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Watch twist.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On second down, it's Connor. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
That's track. Undercrush, undercrush. Sponge.
Roethlisberger keeps it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Yes, like 80s. No foul.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Like 30. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
50. Black and third.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it'll be second and goal. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. He gets this one to Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Kill. Solid, 5 down. Shoot.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Jack 16.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Check. Lucky.
On first down, it's Grant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Check. 64, weak. SOS.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender could...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive will start with Connor. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield, and spilling everything.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Check Knicker. Hey, Zoo.
Now Ben on third and long. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Easy.
On second down now, Samuels. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten these two.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Allen going to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Not just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's complete to Croft. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Steelers
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
26, Mike. 26.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. They got his man complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 10. Under 10. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
6-6, pull it high.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Nicholas, 66.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And is in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's second down. Allen throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's third down. The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Allen. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, it's Connor, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Again, it's Connor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. On third down, here's Samuels. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run with Grant. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Thomas, the intended target. Third down here. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Allen to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you.